Tuesday. I just put that one video up last night. I know not our best work, but it's all we had to work with, to be honest with you. But anyway, today's an engine day.
Woohoo!
Get a whole stockpile of parts throw on, new rockers, valve covers, the valley pan, the intake, oil pan, injection pump, glow plugs, oil pump. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff.
Basically, we have parts to fully assemble engine.
Finally. And get it ready to drop in the truck. Hopefully we can drop it in later in the week or early next. One of the two. So let's see how it goes. Yeah. Been a long time coming and just trying to find the right parts and quality parts at that.
Yeah.
So that was one of the biggest nightmares.
Yeah, finding parts that are actually gonna last.
Yeah. So just like rocker arms. We had two engines worth of rocker arms, and I wouldn't use a single damn one of them. So
They were pretty wore out.
about $350 for another set of rocker arms for this thing. You know, they had to wait for them to come in, and oh yeah, that's been the way this goes.
And then finding this, the valley pan gasket, that was
fun.
entertaining. That was about a good 2 weeks worth of searching.
Yeah, we finally found them. That was good. But anyway, we're gonna just get after it and put this thing together. Basically, Ray's job. I'm gonna put him on, but he's just getting oil down in here on the actual fulcrum. You really don't want to put those in dry.
So right now what Ray's doing, just dipping the push rods in some oil. Therefore, both ends of them are coated, lubricated, so to speak. It doesn't dry fire. Obviously, we just got that side on. Still got to rotate the motor and torque them on base circle. Therefore, you basically not get a false torque reading when one of the lifters is up. Yeah, because you'll go to
rattle.
Oh God, that thing will rattle. Yeah, we don't want to do
Not
that.
it doesn't already.
It'll rattle even worse. Yes.
Slide this in next. These are always fun. Alright, it's been a minute. We got the intake rough on. We're gonna go ahead and torque it down. It's got a multi-step process. Well, I got one valve cover on. We'll do the other one here in a minute. We had to clean up a bracket that we totally forgot. Just the old dipstick holder, but whatever. Cleaned it. It's drying. Oops. Anyway, we're gonna torque this intake on, and yeah. That'll be one more step.
Now this is a weird torque sequence. You can probably see my phone sitting there. You start there, 24 pounds all the way down, all the way back, 24 pounds, and then you start doing them in pairs. So not that one, the two down there, you do it 24, and then you jump over here and do the crisscross thing. It's a weird pattern.
just like any other aluminum intake, this thing's going to move around as you torque it. So typically your final torque step, you got to do like 3 times to make sure it all seats properly. End of the day, intake, oil pan, oil pump, pickup, valve covers, rockers, injectors, glow plugs, yep, the return line things,
Return cups.
yep. We're not going to be working on this tomorrow. We got to go move a shop for a buddy of ours. I think all we're lacking is a high pressure pump, which is sitting over there. It's ready to go in. I'm just out of steam. I don't feel like messing with it tonight. Oil cooler, a couple other small things, and should be ready to drop in. But anyway, so that's gonna wrap it up for the day, and we'll probably be back at it Thursday unless we record some cool stuff tomorrow. I don't know yet.
We may. Who knows?
We haven't decided.
To be decided.
Alright, so it's Thursday. It is later in the day. We totally forgot to turn the camera on today, and we just started to hi-ya. Ray had to machine up a set of valve springs for a race motor for a buddy of ours. While he was doing that, I put a bunch of parts on this thing.
Fuel pump.
Yeah, the
Manual fuel pump, high pressure fuel pump, fuel lines.
well, you did these. You did the return system.
Yeah.
Motor mounts, high pressure fuel pump, water neck, bracket for the alternator and vacuum pump. just a bunch of random parts. We finally get on this thing. Oil cooler and the water neck on the bottom side, and I think she's ready to drop in. I'm pretty
Still
sure.
need to finish cleaning the oil cooler.
Yep, and the dipstick. Oh God, do the dipstick out of the truck. Do not try to do it in it. That's pretty much what we got going on today. Yeah, we that's how we just got into it and just totally forgot to turn the camera on because of squirrel. So that's gonna be it for today. We're back tomorrow, Saturday, one of the two.
One of these days.
Peace.
Sometime between now and then. Bye.
Bark.
Hi, so it is the Friday. Ray says hi, he's on here. So, tell you I had 3 to do this morning. That's going to first one dropped, so we're off to the second and third. The second one is one I'm going to record. It'll be kind of interesting. We're not towing it like you normally would, so I'm not going to bore you with that. This is going to be totally different. It's an LS powered Chevy Love Tube chassis kind of ordeal. It's a project a buddy of mine's been working on, so I'm not going to talk through any of this. I'm just going to time lapse it just because we're going to be inside a shop and this grunt machine here is going to knock out all the audio. So I'm going to pull into the shop and we're going to pick this thing up and move it.
jack stands. Rear. Front. Kind of a fun little move project.
To share with you guys. Sorry to make it the greatest camera angles. Once again, we're lifting inside a shop. There was a car, that Mustang was sitting there, and there was a Jeep in front of me, so I had to pay attention to that. But figured something fun for you guys to watch. Anyway, I gotta go move a Jeep now. BRB. Alright, so it's a little bit later in the day. Full disclaimer right quick. The Chevy Love thing that we did a few minutes ago, no, it's not the right way to do it, but don't try that. Don't try this at home kind of thing. There's a special set of circumstances. Normally we don't do that, or do things that way. It was just the way it was in the shop there, and then the way everything was as kind of our only choice. So don't try it at home. Once again, moving on. Spent the past couple hours playing with this kind of stuff, like bendy, liney things. Don't ask. Anyway, got the high pressure side of the fuel system run up to the throttle body. Got the last transmission line. I got it run from up here down over back across. Made it with the other one. Put little clampy things in the middle of them. Matter of fact, I'll show you those right quick.
There's little clampy dudes right here. They're for a 3N line. But you see, it goes around a 3/8 line pretty good. So yeah.
So I've got these little guys all over the place under there, and then just trying to get them in place, and you know, dealing with stubborn steel tubing. That's the steel line there. Steel line there. That's where they come out at. That's got dead end them over here somewhere. Put my 90-degree fittings on my PTFE on. So they come down the top there. So they come down the top. Come all the way over here. There's the last trans line. I gotta bend it up like right there, and then put another here going that way. But yay. Then there's the fuel pump, fuel filter, and its new bracket and everything. That is hard perma mounted. The old lines went back that way. Yeah. I am gonna grab calories. I may be back tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. So it's Sunday. Didn't get anything done really yesterday or today. I was planning to, but stuff happened. Ray had yesterday off, so I was kind of hanging around on standby. And yeah, went to put a bunch of beds together for kids and stuff like that, so I didn't have a chance to go out and work on anything. However, next week we're planning on putting the engine in that wrecker, hopefully out any craziness. That thing will finally fire up. Yeah, that'd be nice. We and Ray both been waiting for that for a long time. We're hoping as well. We've been stockpiling parts for that 57. We're hoping to get to work on that. We gotta make a quick scrap run, which probably towards the end of the week. Clear out some room, move some stuff, and get that cab inside and start welding on it. So that's in the next week or two anyway. Hopefully at the latest. So, that's going to wrap it up for this one. It's a little bit short. And once again, you know, disclaimer with the wrecker stuff, don't try doing what we do, please. We know our equipment, we know what it's capable of. We know what it's not capable of. And as you've seen, it only went 60 yards or something like that on the road. Any other circumstance that would not have happened. It would have been trailered or whatever, picked it up, dropped on the flatbed, then transported, and all that other fun stuff. But please don't try that. Anyway, as always, new subscribers, appreciate you guys. The guys and gals have been with us for a while now. We appreciate you guys too, for sure. Just don't forget to hit the notification bell, like, share, subscribe, leave some comments. And hopefully we will be back tomorrow of next week.